Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon, everyone. So today we are presenting the second part of Trivago. We will present the strategy formulation, the strategic implementation, and the strategy evaluation. We are Nur Farahin, Izzati Khairani, Muhammad Rizwan, Nur Atika, Farah Nazira, and Maisara. Now we're looking at the first part of the strategy formulation, which is strategic alternatives. In deriving the strategic alternatives, we've combined the internal factors, strengths and weaknesses, and also the external factors, opportunities and threats. So the first strategic alternative is increasing brand awareness. This is because it is prevalent that Trivago is really good in marketing their service. The advertisement made by Trivago is really effective in reaching the target audience. So by using this strength, Trivago can take advantage of the increasing online travel market projection. It means that they have a higher potential to increase their brand recognition in the promising industry. The second strategic alternative is adding a CPA advertising model. CPA stands for cost per acquisition. It means that those who want to advertise their hotel on Trivago only need to make payment to Trivago once a booking has been made. This is because the only advertising model available before was CPC, which means cost per click. But based on the industrial analysis, there are actually a lot of other advertising models that they can offer to the hoteliers. So that's why they take advantage of the opportunity to overcome their weakness. The third strategic alternative is strategic alliance. This is related to the current pandemic of COVID-19. It is evident that Trivago provides free travel information to consumers, specifically about hotel. However, the spread of COVID-19 has affected all businesses around the world. Therefore, to minimize the effect of the threat, Trivago joins other major travel brands to form a strategic alliance. The last strategic alternative is objective-driven focus. Due to the inadequate resources for diversification, and also the threat of new market entrant, the weakness and the threat can be minimized by having a focused strategy. This means that they will keep on becoming a meta search engine for hotel. For further explanation, I'll pass the presentation to Khairani.
Thank you, Farahin. We will now move on to alternative evaluation. Referring to strategic alternatives top left quadrant, Trivago is planning to amp up their advertisement to increase brand awareness to both travelers and hoteliers. With the TV advertisement ability to reach large audience together with the power of Instagram's hashtags, Trivago will be able to reach an enormous additional audience from all over the world. This offers Trivago a possibility in achieving high rate of return, thus improve their market share standing. Top right quadrant suggests Trivago adding a CPA advertising model to their current business model. With this pandemic situation, it is unclear as to whether Trivago is able to generate revenue based on their CPC model, since hoteliers have been withdrawing due to advertising failure. By implementing the CPA model, not only Trivago is able to satisfy the demand of advertisers, but they could also create a situation where both Trivago and hoteliers would be benefited from. Bottom left quadrant proposes Trivago to create a strategic alliance with major travel brands like Booking.com to help the travel, tourism, and hospitality industry to recover. Through a free access database that collects information of countries and regions' openness for travel, along with information about restriction at a destination across different business types, will very much assist travelers and hoteliers. As the trend has shifted from long-haul trips to traveling closer destination, local tourism is encouraged, and with the alliance providing information, travelers' life is made easy. The last quadrant, which is the objective-driven focus, pivots on Trivago's objective. Rather than embarking on the uncertainties, Trivago should focus on improving their current product. An attractive business model enables Trivago to attract advertisers who may want to market their product through them. A larger pool of data allows travelers to have a more transparent choice in booking accommodation, resulting from the competition among the advertisers. In return, hoteliers can enjoy profitability from the high traffic of travelers in Trivago's site, and the traveler will also have a more variety of accommodation choices.
The first chosen strategy is increase in brand awareness. This aligns with Trivago's core value of promoting entrepreneurial passion. Entrepreneurial passion is defined as the motivation to create and improve method of service and production. This strategy is adopted by Trivago in performing their marketing activities through proper utilization of social media, interesting and catchy advertisement, by the way of direct explanation or storytelling can help Trivago to be more recognizable in the market. The second strategy is adding CPA advertising model. Since CPA model is a new strategical implementation in Trivago, this allows them to perform their core value of learning. This core value helps Trivago to be more open-minded and curious in trying out new ideas and challenge the current performance. Although CPA is a popular choice among hoteliers, Trivago has yet to adopt this model as they only offer CPC advertising model. Thus, by learning and adapting to hoteliers' demand, Trivago can create and open a new alternative in generating revenue. The third chosen strategy is creating strategic alliance. In Trivago's effort to achieve their mission of being travelers' first and independent source of information for finding the ideal hotel, strategic alliance with brands and authoritative bodies allows Trivago to provide more free and accurate information regarding travel restriction and regulations. Moreover, in response to COVID-19 pandemic, those information follow the guideline provided by United Nations World Tourism Organization in the effort of reviving tourism and promoting support for local tourism. The fourth strategy is objective-driven focus. Trivago's objective is to search and compare in real-time prices of hotels offered by different parties. A good focus strategy can bring more dedication and effort from Trivago in effectively serving their service with minimum error. A fast, good quality service of hotel meta search function provided can help Trivago to obtain and maintain their customers.
Thank you, Rizwan. Next, we move to the slide for strategic implementation that focus on action item and action plan. First, for advertising platform, the responsibility to formulate is global head of marketing team. For the implementation of marketing strategy is marketing team. Basically, this team makes sure that the platform used to advertise their services can be reached by a wide range of age with no limitation. For the resources of platform for Trivago advertise their services, first, using technological resources in which using TV ads and also video campaign. Second, using Instagram, one of social media that highly recommended that provide with a variety of features. For expected outcome, can increase in ROA or return of advertisement. As we can see in this era, with many platforms used for marketing strategy, it will increase also brand recognition. Second, CPA advertising model. The responsibility to formulate was held by CEO and CFO. For the implementation, it's on the financial team duties. This is because CPA model relies on how Trivago can get more revenue for the business. From the information resources, Trivago company study into the trend and data information available about hoteliers' preference and demand. Last but not least, from the above study, most of hotelier preference prefer to choose CPA model. Therefore, we expect a positive response from the stakeholders when we add a new option for advertising model. Thank you. I will pass to the next presenter.
Thank you, Atika. So I'll proceed with the next action plan and action item. For the third action item is the information. So this strategy of providing free information on the travel restrictions is formulated by CEO and implemented by the communications team. For the resources in providing the information, the reputational resource in which the company that having high market share influence will be formed into a strategic alliance. Strategic alliance is formed to develop a database that provide information to the consumers on the travel restrictions as during this pandemic, less crowded tourist destinations and a better healthcare system are the tourist main concern. So destination marketing organization is an organization that promotes a location as an attractive travel destination. Thus, the local tourism will be more favored for the expected outcome as people can still travel in the country with the information provided regarding on the place that free from any COVID-19 cases. So for the last action item is focus strategy, in which Trivago plan to focus only on the hotel's price comparison. This focus strategy is formulated by the board of directors and implemented by the management. As for the resource, the management is responsible for putting together the business strategy and ensuring the business objectives are met and also held accountable by the BOD. So since Trivago implements focus strategy that solely focus on the travel market, they are expected to have a rapid growth as the market niche is explorable and profitable. That's all from me. I will pass the next presenter.
Thank you, Farah. We will continue to the last part of the presentation, which is on the strategy evaluation. It is important for companies to evaluate the strategies to ensure that they can meet the expected outcome and measure the impact of the strategies towards the company. We divided it into two parts, quantitative and qualitative. First, quantitative. Trivago strategies to increase their brand awareness give positive figures to the company. TV advertisement is the key success factor, and Trivago is known to have a big investment in sales and marketing, which it have a high turnover of $550 million. Trivago leveraged the use of Instagram, which in return give out positive reactions through the engagements of hashtag and posts. Trivago hashtags have reached 150,000 posts. Next, the objective-driven focus adopted by Trivago, however, give a negative figure towards the company. Trivago met a decrease of revenue with 8.33% in the fourth quarter of 2019. And coming into the year 2020, the first quarter of the year also met a decrease in revenue amounting to 69.2 million euro. This objective-driven focus is good for a short-term objective, but not for a long-term objective. The second part is qualitative. Trivago's strategy to add a CPA advertising model can be categorized as feasibility. Hoteliers have shown interest in the CPA advertising model. Since the introduction in October 2020, Trivago has received positive feedbacks from the hoteliers since it is easy for them to manage the risk of advertising spend, as they only pay once a confirmed booking has been made. Lastly, Trivago's strategy to create a strategic alliance with other brands can be categorized as consistency with environment. In respect of the COVID-19 pandemic, which has become a threat to the business operation, sharing information about travel restrictions helps Trivago to encourage local tourism. This can be seen through a significant demand of Venice as the preferred destination for local tourism in Italy.
Thank you, Maisara. For the conclusion, Trivago should continue its existing strategies, which are increased brand awareness, adding CPA advertising model and strategic alliance, since it is feasible to produce positive outcomes. However, it is advisable for Trivago to change its objective-driven strategy from focus to diversified services. This is important for Trivago achieving their objectives effectively. That's all from us. Thank you.